cannot diagnose a child without knowing what is normal for their age. Hello, active parents. Welcome again. My name is Mr. West, your family psychotherapist and dedicated counselor. We are still about child psychopathology. In Module 1, Unit 1, we learned about the scope of child psychopathology. We've established that child psychopathology is the study of emotional, cognitive, and behavioral disorders in children. It was also made clear that disorders are actions that are persistent and disrupts daily living. And a phase is a temporary period of time in a person's life marked by specific behaviors, emotions, or experiences. We have likewise confirmed that we can tell what a phase is from a disorder through the 3D framework: deviance, distress, and dysfunction. Deviance refers to behavior that deviates from the socially accepted or age-appropriate norms expected of a child. Stress is a negative state that can affect a child's well-being, leading to feelings of sadness, hopelessness, or frustration. Dysfunction refers to when a child's behavior stops them from meeting normal developmental, social, personal, or school-related expectations. With the 3D framework, we can observe the child's developmental trajectories, diagnose their current phase, and identify any disorders in their life. Now, let's look at neurodevelopmental pathways and developmental trajectories in children. Welcome to Module 1, Unit 2, Neurodevelopmental Pathways and Trajectories. We'll explore how these shape child development. This study will focus on cognitive, emotional, and social development milestones, looking for opportunities to support the child. What are neurodevelopmental pathways?
Neurodevelopmental pathways are the processes that help the brain and nervous system grow and develop, especially in early life. These pathways shape how we think, move, and feel. They are affected by both our genes and experiences.
Neurons are the building blocks of the brain. They connect and form pathways by sending signals to each other. Our experiences, interactions, and activities shape how neurons connect and form pathways. The more we engage in certain activities or expose ourselves to new experiences, the stronger and more developed those neural pathways become. These neural pathways influence emotions, cognitive development, physical activities, and behaviors. Cognitive development refers to the ways in which a child thinks, learns, and solves problems. From 0 to 24 months, infants learn about the world not by thinking, but by sensing. From birth to 1 month, they don't think, they react automatically. That's why, if you put a finger in their palm, they clamp down tightly without trying to hold on to you. Object permanence begins around 8 to 12 months. That's why a baby will search for a toy that is hidden under a cloth. From the 1st to the 4th month, the baby discovers her own body. She repeats actions that feel good or interesting, centered on herself. An example, thumb sucking. The baby accidentally finds their thumb, sucks it, likes the sensation. The baby makes a sound, hearing it, and immediately making it again just to hear the noise. Coos and gurgle.
Gurgle, gurgle, gurgle.
What you've just seen is a key shift. The child moves from reflex to intentional repetition to self-soothing behaviors. From 8 to 12 months, a child begins to exhibit goal-directed behaviors, combining different actions to solve a problem. Before this stage, if you hide your face, the baby thinks you vanished forever. Now they look for you because they know you still exist even when hidden. If a 10-month-old shows no interest in searching for a hidden toy, it may indicate a delay in cognitive mapping or memory. From 12 to 18 months, the baby begins trial and error behavior. She drops a spoon from the high chair to see what happens. Another example is water play. She plays with water, testing how it behaves in different containers. This is key shift. Curiosity drives learning. The child develops symbolic thought. They can hold an image in their mind without needing to physically act it out first. Note, a lack of pretend play by age 2 is a significant screening marker for autism spectrum disorder or language delays. From age 2 to 7, the child can mentally represent objects that aren't present in that. Creating a companion who has specific traits, likes and dislikes is normal at this age.
Be a good girl.
Rich pretend play is a sign of healthy cognitive and emotional development. Note, a lack of symbolic play, for example, only lining up toys mechanically, is a red flag for autism spectrum disorder. A 4-year-old believes that a tall glass has more juice than a short one, even if both glasses hold the same amount. A 6-year-old who wets the bed after a new sibling arrives. Is this a medical issue or a developmental regression due to emotional stress? To answer this question, you must apply the 3Ds framework. Do not tag a child with your emotions. From age 7 to 11, children can now perform operations like addition and subtraction and understand conservation. When your child solves a math problem or organizes their toys by size or color, it's a result of their brain's logical processing pathways becoming more active. Please take notes of these key stages in cognitive development milestones. 0 to 2 years, reflexes, memory, intentions, problem-solving skills, and symbolic thinking skills are all developed within this period. Now, let's move over to emotional development milestones. Around 6 weeks, infants begin to smile in response to others, which is the beginning of social bonding. From 2 to 6 months, infants begin forming emotional bonds with familiar faces. Between 6 and 12 months, infants show distress when separated from their primary caregivers. Around 18 months, toddlers may begin to recognize themselves in a mirror, leading to the beginning of self-conscious emotions. At about 4 years, children become able to recognize basic emotions and may begin to understand why others feel those emotions. From 6 years, children begin to manage frustration and disappointment more effectively. From this age, children may begin to develop feelings of loyalty, jealousy,
But I can manage it. I will be a good
or
friend.
pride in friendships. 12 years, preteens begin to understand the complexity of emotions.
I'm happy and sad at the same time.
They may become more aware of how others perceive them.
What do you think of me?
Peer relationships and social approval become increasingly important. Now, note important trackers of emotional development. From 0 to 24 months, you will notice early signs of emotional regulation and separation anxiety. At 4 years, the child will show increased emotional expression, developing empathy. At 6 years, the child has better understanding of emotions, early self-regulation, empathy, and learning to handle peer relationships. And at 12 years, the child develops self-autonomy. Next, let's zoom into social developmental milestones. From 0 to 2 months, the baby begins to make eye contact and responds to familiar voices. From 4 to 6 months, the child can recognize familiar people and show excitement or distress. From 6 to 9 months, the child begins to show preference for familiar people. From 9 to 12 months, the child becomes more strongly to his primary caregivers. This attachment is the foundation of emotional security. Between the ages of 1 to 2 years, children begin to develop a growing curiosity about their social environment.
Dog word.
Language skills rapidly develop during age 2 to 3.
It's not fair.
From age 3-5, the child begins to express control emotions.
And they can have vacuum.
From age 6 to 12, the preteen learns how to express emotions appropriately in various social situations. What you see here is a key shift. The child is trying to understand cause and effect. To a great extent, we have outlined the developmental trajectories of a neurotypical child. We've looked at cognitive, emotional, and social development milestones, which are pathways influenced by genetics and the environment. These areas of development are like pathways in the brain, and both genes and environment play a big role in shaping these pathways. Genes mean what they inherit from their family, and environment refers to the people, experiences, and surroundings they grow up with. And with the 3D framework, we can place a tracker to understand the root of the child's pathology. Now that we can differentiate between disorder and a phase in the life of the child, and we've armed ourselves with the knowledge of cognitive, emotional, social, and physical developmental trajectories of the child, the next question in mind would be, is this disorder genetically influenced or a reflection of my environment? Our next lesson will study environmental and genetically influenced disorders. To get the best out of these lessons, please watch the visual content over again. And don't forget to arm yourselves with the 3D framework and seek tailored interventions for your child. Remember, you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. My name is Mr. West, your family psychotherapist and dedicated counselor. See you in the next class.